Okay, am I back again? Am I back? OBS disconnected on me, guys. I don't know what is it. That was weird. Give me a sec while I make sure everything's working again. So I was not expecting that to happen again. Usually when that's happened, it's usually like once and then after that, back to normal, where it doesn't. So let me make sure everything's working and we'll continue. Okay, make sure that's working. Okay, everything again. How long have I been playing? I have to keep track of how long I've been going. Okay, about 3 hours. Okay, so we're good. That time. Let me make sure everything's working again, and we'll continue. Okay, I'm back, and everything should be working now. So, okay, so let's continue. You mentioned a lockdown?
Yeah. After we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain decided that nobody leaves the Horns. Then, he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Feargus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Half of the people here are losing their minds, and the rest are losing their wages on drink.
Do you have any more for me? I need a warm coat.
Huh. It's for Dan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard's still on the wall.
Nope, it's for me. He told me about your disagreement.
Disagreement? Sure, you could call it that, and I guess I might have overreacted a bit. But since Dan is on the wall and I'm here, I couldn't tell him that I get it. The prank and all. And I forgave him a long time ago. And now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank.
So you're not mad at all?
Well, he was right. I am old, but inefficient, stung a little bit. After all, I did my job well, and his sword is as sharp as Excalibur itself.
That's I know about the coat.
I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
Okay. You said there's a shit show going down elsewhere. What do you mean?
Sometimes I wonder, know. How many things can go wrong at the same time? They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. It took a lot of our territory. Then, the Del Rita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
Hmm. 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 Okay.
Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villagers started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now too.
Hmm. Stream elements, you're a little late to the party. We're gonna start it spreading in Grubwood.
Yes, that damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy. They say that some
Crazy.
menhirs
I was
started
crazy
going
once.
dark up
They
there.
locked me in a room. I remember with rats. Rats make me
Weirdness
crazy.
started
Crazy. I was crazy
moving.
once.
And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
Diarrhea took over the All-Mother Temple.
I don't know. It's hard to explain.
That work.
They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords.
Pull.
Then something
And for
happened,
your
and
next
suddenly we
street.
saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. Couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
Hey. This is I'm wondering, is this a bot? Gotta be a bot. Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, but I think that it was a bot. Okay, let's see. Do you have any word for me? Do you have anything positive going on?
I heard that dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
Do you have any word for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it, and I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There might be something I can help you with.
I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I'd pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Master, teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps You'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you could bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Okay, let's see. Make the warm coat. In crafting. Warm coat. Okay, I need. Let's see what I need. Okay, I need iron ore, which I got a piece of. I got. Okay, I got the wolf pelt. I need leather. Okay, you gotta have some leather. Okay, he had some leather, so let me make a warm coat. Okay, take care of that. Now let me see what we got on quests. I crafted, quested, corpse, craft, corpse eater's rag 1. Keep, okay. Okay, cape, I need iron ore. Okay, I still need leather. I need that kind of leather, so 3, that, and what do I need? And I need 4 leather. Okay, that's a lot. But let's go and deliver this cape.
Just another peaceful moment.
Oh, a new face. It's always nice to see someone new here. Welcome, welcome. Why didn't I notice you earlier?
You seem distracted.
Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, I've been sort of lost in thought. I keep thinking of my dear mother's cooking, especially her famous pie. You see, all we got here is venison and fish. Venison, then fish. And then fish, fish, and more fish.
And then
I can live
venison
with all the
again?
bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers. But the longer I live, the more I realize there's not much to live for, except food. And I'd kill for a slice of that pie. As if it were that easy. I ain't much of a cook. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're soldiers, so we can stick our complaints up our asses.
I'm gonna try if I remember the recipe.
Really? Sure, I remember it well. Here you go.
All right, we got a pie. We got a mom's finest pie. Let's give this coat.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
Here's your coat.
Oh, thank you, friend. Let me repay your kindness. Even though I don't have much, I can at least tell you about something I saw a little while ago. It might be interesting for an adventurer like you. See those rocks near the shore? When it gets dark, sometimes I see a light there. I'm no sure what it could be though. A bandit camp this close to the Horns? Impossible. The Dalriata? No way. They wouldn't hide like that. Maybe something else entirely? It's probably nothing, but maybe you could find something interesting or valuable there.
Thanks.
Farewell.
All right, we completed it. Okay, Shadow of the Horns, Unforgettable.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables, I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business.
Okay. I like to collect the bounty for bandit leaders.
Someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board.
I took care of Rusty Arngall.
You managed to kill Rusty Arngall? Well, well. A few months back, he supposedly took out a high-ranking red priest. So the big shots of Camelot were eager to see him dead. But it was you who finally pulled it off. And from what I hear, he was a tough bastard, surrounded by a gang of killers. Congratulations, and here's your reward. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would.
I like to collect the bounty on bandits.
What, really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's your reward, but promise you'll tell me everything.
How many people been claiming the bounties?
None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers.
It must be boring for you. What if nobody claims the bounties and the bandits roam freely?
Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done.
Sir Galahad sounds like a dangerous madman.
No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient.
The fact about hanging was quite interesting. Do you have any other tidbits?
Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments?
Interesting. Anything
If
else?
someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin.
Do you have anything else?
I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land.
Does it? Anything
I need to
else?
think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know.
You're representative of Camelot.
That's correct. My name is Killian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandit problem, and also to encourage the keepers to fight.
If Camelot knows about the bandits, why didn't they send an army?
The situation with the Pict and Dalrita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. there have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin.
Tell me about the situation with the tribes.
There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those pig savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small scrimmages. But who knows how it'll end?
A civil war?
I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgaine would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
What happened with the
Well,
druids?
you've probably heard about the druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it.
They were killed because they were making human sacrifices?
Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now.
Were all the druids
Most
killed?
of them, the survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him?
Tell
His
me.
name was Lardyarg. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred since that day. Some say that Slaughterarg came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons.
Okay,
hey,
off we go.
Before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge.
Murder on demand. Okay, let's do... Oh, here we go. Clean pot. Okay, let's see. Ask about the pie. Let me see if I can find it because I'm not seeing it showing up. So we learned it, but I don't see it. Okay, here it is. Okay, it says egg. Okay, where do I have the eggs? I know I got some eggs. One egg. Flour. And one blueberry.
Yes. Still tastes like shit. Exactly how my mother would make it. It's just what I needed.
Really? What?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I really appreciate what you did for me. It's just that every time I doubt my service in the Horns of the South, I need a reminder of why I enlisted.
Your mother wasn't much of a cook?
My mother wasn't much of anything, to tell the truth. She always said I was good for nothing and that I should be glad she even kept me. And every day she'd bring back home a new uncle. Many of those uncles like to kick me out of my own house when they were drinking and getting busy. Then, when she'd sober up and got rid of an uncle, she'd bake me that pie as an apology. It always tasted like shit. If the other villagers hadn't been feeding me, I would have starved to death. Hence the pie.
Now you have a new family. What happened to your mother?
I wouldn't know. When I left my village, I decided to never look back. So I just assumed one of those uncles finally beat her to death.
Damn. That got dark. Yeah, let's see, unforgettable. Okay, Shadow of the Horns.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
He was sober.
That's surprising, but good. Very good. He's been a drunk for as long as I can remember. Keeps saying he'll stop, but he never does. At least not for long. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
I got this pen from a friend. I assume you know what it means?
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
We got shipwrecked on the way. I assume he's dead. We got shipwrecked on the way. He might have made it. Oh, hold on. Got another bot. Be gone, bot! Back to the void from whence you came! Gosh, so many bots today. Twitch, do something about the bots already.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Let's speak with the captain. Is there anything I can help you with?
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Who's
He's
Mark?
our huntsman. He keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right now, Marg is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
Do you have any idea what might be causing this?
There is a local legend about a dark druid named Slaughter? Slaudier? Slaughter, that was it. He was a necromancer rumored to be able to raise the dead and make them do his bidding. It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead, I doubt he's behind this.
Can you tell me more about the cemetery?
Don't. From what I've heard, it even predates the Horns of the South. The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned.
The flood?
Yeah, damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people just to show everyone they're still in power. Fat lot of good it did them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural.
Where's the cemetery?
It's not far, and it's hard to miss. But honestly, I'd suggest you go see Marg first. You don't really know what you're walking into, so if I were you, I'd try to learn as much as possible beforehand.
You didn't send any men to
The
investigate?
captain forbade anyone from leaving the keep, so I couldn't. And truth be told, I didn't particularly want to. We don't get many recruits, and you're, well, your words, not mine. Good. Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem. Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag? Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
He was a misunderstanding. Red Priest caught the wrong person. The misunderstanding. The Red Priest caught the wrong person.
I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand, now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
I'm actually here for Excalibur. What exactly are you responsible for here?
I'm Captain Brandon's right hand. He deals with the serious matters I don't want to know anything about. I take care of our everyday life.
I'd like to speak with the captain.
Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon.
Why?
Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there?
Let's tell me where he is. This pen should have told you I got some friends at high places.
What?
Just tell me where he
Have you
is.
helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pen in my face again? First, show me you care, and then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious. I trust we understand each other?
I don't understand. Anyway, I can't just see him.
So, I believe your intentions are honest, and the matter is important, but I need to confirm that first. I can't risk our safety, and especially not the captain's safety.
Okay.
If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Alright, data streams. Okay, let's see what we got for quests. Data streams. Okay. Hmm. Ah, crap. Yep. Keeper Alonso. And the guy at the gate is falling asleep again. Ah, there he is.
Place. I haven't seen you before.
I'm just passing through.
It depends on who's asking and why. No, I'm kidding. I don't meet many outsiders these days. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South.
The quartermaster told me you have a problem with the undead.
I don't know what it is about this place, but even the dead hardly ever get any rest. Though I'll admit, it's getting worse lately. They keep emerging from the local cemetery in numbers greater than that small plot of land ever held. So I'm guessing we might have a necromancer on our hands. And here I thought after the Charred Conclave, we'd have more than 100 years of peace from them.
Do you often have problems with necromancy in this part?
Only every century or so. But even that's too often if you ask me. Something seems to draw them here. Well, it's probably all that death. The South has always been restless. And after what happened with the sunken village, I guess death has seeped into the very soil of this land. Must be quite alluring for that lot.
Why can't you deal with it
Because I'm not
yourself?
stupid or suicidal. I can go up against a few undead, but their masters are a different story. I'm a simple hunter, while they have the power to raise the dead. Arrows are only good against magic if you're far away from the caster, which is impossible in the crypt. But if you decide not to help, I'll have no choice, will I? Or I could just wait for the necromancer to be destroyed by what they summoned. It happens sometimes, from what I've heard.
I'll find out what's
Good.
happening.
Try not to die. That undead swarm doesn't need any more recruits.
Okay, we got that. Hunter's camp. Yeah. A Grindilo. Strange toe. Ah, skeleton. No bones about it. There's another one over here. Ew, not these things again. Ugh. Hmm. Hmm.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket? People are trying to rest in peace, damn it.
I'm sorry.
You should be. These folks fell into their eternal slumber a long time ago. But some of them have turned out to be very light sleepers. Not their fault, but we should at least try not to wake them up. I'm telling you, ever since people started burning their dead, it's like they've forgotten proper manners in places like this.
I need to enter the crypt. Who are you?
My name's Huardok, and I am the keeper of this place. I look after the dead, or at least, I try to. It used to be much easier where they stayed in one place. Now I need to keep making sure they don't stray too far from the cemetery. But I'm not complaining. A little exercise is good for the body.
Wait, you're not dead, are you?
Dead, alive, what's the difference? I am here. I always have been, and I always will be, until the day I'm released from my service.
How long have you lived here?
Truth be told, I'm not quite sure. Has it been a long time since the wave came and swallowed the village? That was when people stopped coming here. It's like the sea washed away the memory of this place as well. I don't remember much of what happened afterwards. I must have fallen asleep for a while.
I need to get into the crypt.
Interested in local history, are you? Good, good. The memory of those who came before us should be preserved. I can let you in. There is a small fee of 5 gold coins for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's
Of course.
constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears.
Your unofficial business for South, just let me in. This place is falling apart. Sure, I'll pay.
Bless you, kind stranger. Those old bones are not what they used to be. Here, just take the key. Be careful, though. There's evil dwelling in those crypts. Oh, and I hope I don't need to remind you not to rob any graves. It's terribly rude, and I'd rather not deal with the complaints.
Do you know what's been happening
I
here?
know everything that happens here. If you're looking for some juicy gossip, Becca from the 3rd row south still has no idea where her husband is. They were supposed to be buried together, you see, but he never showed up. The scoundrel. Everyone here thinks he got remarried and chose to rest with his second wife. Not me. I think he probably got eaten.
I meant the undead. There've been quite a lot of them.
Oh, that would be Master. He's been at his experiments again, I'm afraid. Getting the folks around here all agitated. Putting them back to sleep again is going to be such a chore.
Who is your master?
Master is Master. He commands the dead. I don't know much else. I'm here to serve, not to ask questions.
What kind of experiments?
Dunno. Usual. Glowing chalk, candles and dead bodies.
Glowing chalk. It must
I
be.
even
Is
saw
it
some
radioactive?
faces recently, but they didn't stay long.
Where's your master
You
now?
want me to betray his trust that easily? We barely know each other. I wouldn't tell you even if I could.
Why do you serve him?
Because it's my purpose. The sole reason I was brought back. That has never changed. Just as I haven't. But I'm happy where I am. The dead need company too, you know. The folks here were forsaken by the living. At least I can make sure they're not lonely.
All right, we got the key. There we go. Okay, got that. Soulstone? Okay. Here we go. Bell charm. Antler fragment. Coin purse. Definitely taking that. Okay, I need the key to the inner crypt. Oh, what do we got here? Iron ore. We've been needing that. What the? Lost night. Rusty sword, spear.
Careful there. Try not to step on the array. It's advanced magic. Very fragile.
Advanced or not, I need you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing here.
Stop. Well, what I am doing here is very important. Besides, I'm hardly hurting anyone. Well, anyone that matters, that is.
You killed people and raised their corpses.
That is a gross oversimplification. I am conducting valuable research, and yes, I do get rid of vermin and give their sorry existence some actual meaning. Posthumously, but, well, as they say, better late than never, right? Don't tell me you care about the lives of a few bandits.
I don't, but I also don't think you should desecrate their corpses. I've killed a few bandits, but I didn't enjoy taking their lives.
I'm not desecrating anything. It's just flesh. There's nothing sacred about it in the first place. It starts decaying the moment you die. I'm merely prolonging its usefulness. And I've
Hey Ty, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome on in, Raiders. Those who don't know who I am, my name is Arcantos. I'm an Ancient Ice Diamond. I play video games and I do 3D modeling. And currently I am playing a game called Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon.
To live without the fear of dying.
And I'm currently in a crypt going up against a necromancer.
Like a new beginning.
Let me give you a shout out. Let's see what you've been playing, Ty. There we go. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. You've been playing the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game? I remember playing that. I never really got through the game because it, you know, it kind of always wanted me blocked by using like in the Krabby Patty coins. I mean, I didn't enjoy taking their lives.
It's messy, and it takes up far too much time that could be better devoted to my research. Think about it this way. People who wrought so much misery on others could end up bettering the lives of everyone. I've made some tremendous breakthroughs.
So you're not trying to raise an undead army?
Oh, please. Is that the only thing people can think of when it comes to necromancy? What use would I have with an army? My ambition isn't to command the dead, but death itself. I aim to make Avalon a place where people won't have to fear it anymore. The problem is, I keep missing something. Raising the dead is easy, but I don't want mindless minions. I want truly living undead. Yet no matter what I do, it just won't work.
That's because you don't know the process, because you don't understand its nature. What you're missing is practical experience.
And you don't understand what you're talking about. This discussion is pointless.
What you're missing might be a practical experience.
That's absurd. Nobody on Avalon is more experienced than I am. Nobody.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you continue with this.
Very well. Do you know what I like most about the dead? They don't tire, and they don't feel pain. But you will.
Wait the fuck up, samurai. We have a
There we
city
go.
to burn.
Oh, thank you for the wake up, Samurai Ty. Thank you again for the raid. I really do appreciate it. See, Necromancer mask. I like the mask. I think I'll keep it. Welcome on in, Ty. Thank you again for the rain. I really do appreciate it. I hope SpongeBob went well. I'm playing Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. In this game, no problem. And the game was pretty fun. Fun changing game style. Yeah, I played it before. It's definitely a different change from the other SpongeBob games. But I never really got through it when I played it, guys. There was a part that like really stuck. And it got me stuck because you needed to get like all these Krabby Patty points, if I remember. And also, why is that there? I thought I took care of it. That one. What the? But yeah, this game I'm playing is called The Fall of Avalon. In this game, we are someone that got raised by the dead, and we got the soul of King Arthur. Well, part of his soul we found to us, and we're going, and you go through Avalon. Lost Night. Let me see. See what we got here. We got some bread. Kind of like Dark Souls. Yes and no. It has difficulty settings on it. I have it on the story mode. But it's an open world game. It does have some aspects of Dark Souls, I would say, like when it comes to leveling up. But at most, it's basically just like open world, kind of Baldur's Gate a bit. But mostly just like your open world RPG, which has been pretty fun. Your master did.
Yes, I felt that. He must have been surprised. People like him tend to forget that it can happen to them too.
What will happen to you now?
I guess I'll do what I always do. Clean up, put everyone back to sleep, and then take a little nap myself. Someone will come along again sooner or later. We can't have them seeing such a mess, can we?
Wait, what do you mean, what you always do?
Well, this master wasn't the first one. I'm sure he won't be the last. This place is very popular with their kind for some reason, and they always leave it in such a state. It's not like it would hurt them to pick up a few bones and put them back in place.
So I guess this is goodbye?
It seems so. But before you go, I have a small favor to ask. As you can see, there's quite a commotion around here. I'm afraid I won't be able to fulfill all my duties before I need to rest again. Could you take what remains of the Master and place him in a special crypt I've prepared? If you feel so inclined, a few kind words about him would be welcome. Here's the key. Well,
Okay.
goodbye, then. And thank you for stopping by. It was truly appreciated. Though we are dead, we still enjoy having a visitor from time to time. It's nice to be remembered, even if just for a little while.
Okay, so I need to go back and get his corpse. Okay, let's go and get the body. Okay, we got his remains. The least we can do is help them out by putting this in the deeper in. I was wondering why we didn't, or I thought we would actually be in there beforehand, before killing the necromancer. But guess not so. Ah, here we go. So they're the first of many. Okay, we can't read that. Okay, bottle tricks. So he wished to raise his beloved, but chose to join her. Said, may they both rest in peace. See, if no army stays loyal to a tyrant, may they all know peace at last. His music alone would have made him immortal. Everything else was unnecessary. Place his ashes. Okay, it says, leave it empty. Despite his methods, his heart was in the right place. He was a fool and a maniac. Thank the gods he's dead now. You're all welcome. He picked the bone with the wrong person. It was a grave mistake. Yeah, we're going with this. No, we'll be nice. Leave it there. Though that is a good one. He made a grave mistake. You get it? The recipe's unlocked. Oh, nice. We unlocked night boots. Okay, that should do it for the undead here. Okay, we should probably go and report. I've dealt with the necromancer. He's dead now.
So he shares the same fate as his minions. Ironic, don't you think?
We gave him the
But at
options
least
to
we'll have some
surrender.
peace and quiet around here again. And the dead might be restless for a bit, but I'm sure Hwardak will put them back to sleep. You can report a job well done to the quartermaster.
Wait, you know, Hordak?
I do. He's a very pleasant fellow. I may not be very fond of his masters, but well, who am I to judge a man for the oaths he's bound to? And he has a lot of respect for the dead. I wouldn't mind having someone like him looking after me after I finally shuffle off this mortal coil.
Aren't you curious about the details?
Your fault, you won. That's all that matters to me. We're both busy individuals. And maybe one day, if Avalon permits, we'll share this tale by the campfire. But for now, let's focus on what's in front of us. Since you've proven you're brave enough to face the undead, I take it you're not afraid of the night either, are you?
It depends on what you're asking.
I might have another job for you if you're interested. A little while ago, another traveler came through here bragging that he found a place where he could easily gather ethereal cobwebs. He was supposed to return with proof, but, well, I'm afraid he may have met an unfortunate end, as often happens. But I'm still curious about the place he mentioned.
Fine, I'll let you know what I find.
That's good. Hand me a map. I don't know the exact location, but you should.
At least you didn't say another settlement needs your help. I'll mark it on your map.
Good luck.
Stay focused.
Okay, let's head back up. About the Forgotten
Yes?
Cemetery.
Did you find out what's been happening out there?
A necromancer was conducting experiments in the cemetery. He's not a problem
Great.
anymore.
A necromancer. Just what we needed. It wasn't the dark druid from the legends, was it?
No, I don't know. I didn't feel like...
Good thing you got rid of him then. We already have the Dalriada almost on our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead to boot. You did well. Maybe it's not so bad having you here.
Okay. Okay, we got 2 attributes. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. There we go. Let's start right there. Okay, we'll make a save. Okay. Okay, guys, I think this is where I'm going to end for the night. Even though it doesn't look like we'll be going for like close to 4.5 hours, we actually have been, because we had some incidences with OBS disconnecting on us twice. So I think this should be a good place to end for the night. Let me give you guys your raid messages while I let somebody for us to raid, and do stick around because we'll get extra channel points from the raid. This one's for subs, and this is for non-subs. You guys a chance to copy those. And if anybody's interested in joining the Discord, here is the link to the Discord. I do post when I go live and change on my schedule. Like to join the workshop, there is the link. Let me see who is currently on that I can send you guys on over to. Let's see who is currently on. Hmm. Hmm. See, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one playing playing Tainted Grail. Oh, Midland's on. Hmm. Okay, he is playing Fallout 4. I think I'll send you guys on over to Midland today. Okay, let me get that set up. There we go. Okay, everyone, raid has been started. I want to thank you all for coming to the stream today. Ty, thank you again for the raid. I really do appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoyed watching me play Obtain the Grail, the Fall of Avalon. I've been having fun on the game. Sorry for the scuffness, but hopefully next time it will be better. We definitely made some progress. I don't know how long the game is, but we're making progress in the game. And I can't wait to see what happens next in the game. I will be on tomorrow or later on today, depending on your time zone, and it is going to be with Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. We're going to continue where I last left off, and we're going to continue more. And also, guys, what's also good is the water's been fixed. There's been an issue with the water in the game, but it got fixed, so the game's gonna look a little bit more better. So can't wait to play tomorrow or later on today. But the raid's been seeing you guys over to Midland. Do go and say hi to him. And with that, I'm going to say good night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time zone. Everything for coming to the stream today. And I shall see everybody later. Good night.